getting excited, but we've got a great one today with Blue Rain versus Orange Trash, and we've got a Ham Tornado here, the long-awaited return, and then John, who's been, one of our main squeezes lately. How you guys doing today?
Doing pretty good. It's good that we do have teams that are color coded. Fortunately, red being a little bit of a variant of orange here. They're all wearing oranges of some sort. We won't have any confusion there, hopefully.
Oh no, and I'll try and do my best to make sure. Oh, I think we're good. Yeah, I think they're fine on the team colors right now. So hey, that's a plus. But we got two good teams here today. We got ones that are like in the upper middle echelon of the standings, and they take a huge part. They're a huge part of our community. They're always playing in pugs, so they play with each other. They play against each other, and also this was one of our first preseason matchups, so it's a big rematch for them. I'm excited to see what happens.
Me too, certainly. And I haven't been able to catch up with these teams since, as you said, PK, since the very beginning. And I believe that Blue Rain v Orange Trash was one of the first matches in this Discord Throwdown that I cast. So, really curious to see kind of where these teams are sitting now.
Now, while
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
casted Orange Trash in the past here, Blue Rain is completely new to me. However, we have been informed by PK himself that the matches do generally tend to be pretty close, pretty tight. They're all pretty close with the Discord Throwdown as well. Yeah, we should have a game on our hands.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess without further ado, I'll leave it to you guys, and let's get this puppy started.
But yeah, from Orange Trash, we do have LaFlame and Shadow Kitten, a core duo of that team coming in again, as they are crucial to Orange Trash's first offense being very interesting going in, seeing as the last time I did cast them, it was LaFlame and Shadow Kitten actually running over most of the opposition, which was another team. Can't quite remember them, but they're there. And they also, on Orange Trash, Vix, Ramy Angel, Snowfire, and Miss Orange.
Yeah, on Blue Rain's side, though, we're going to be bringing things in with Bjorn, Turney, Artemis, Mayhem, Dr. Frog, and Drama Boy. So already you're seeing kind of very similar takes to this Eichenwald map. You have Snowfire and Dr. Frog both peeking that Reinhardt, at least early on here in Spawn. So, I mean, this is actually a really welcome change. So, I've been watching a lot of Owl and stuff, and Eichenwald hasn't really been in the rotation for quite some time. So, it's good to see, my main man, Reinhardt, back into the game, hopefully, here, as it will be Orange Trash on the attack first. So, Blue Rain setting up with that Reinhardt Zarya Junkrat defense.
Reinhardt being very crucial in this Deathball comp that both teams have mentioned that they do enjoy. Being able to run over the team is an experience like no other, and they seem to have adapted to it pretty well. Dr. Frog leading this defense here for Blue Rain. Thankfully, they are color-coded. I won't have any issues there remembering the names. And on the offense here, we do have a bit of mix match, but they are still running the Reinhardt, and it looks to expect maybe about the same thing here with some variants of the DPS, but they will be running with that core of D.Va and Reinhardt for sure.
Yeah, and both sides also check out the support lineup. It's going to be Mercies on both sides, so the attackers will have that ability to maintain the momentum, bringing back any fallen members, while the defense will have that second chance at life to bring somebody back. Of course, though, Mercy's very vulnerable these days to that debate. Oftentimes you may even actually see teams give up space to allow the Mercy to come in only to collapse on her, get her out of the fight as well. But LaFlame setting up here on the high ground, trying to go for an early pick. It's going to be a Genji Widow dive, something we haven't seen very often with this Rein.
Now this Widow's going to have to set up here. LaFlame trying to get the top of the bridge. Shadow Kitten pushing a little bit forward, and actually it's Drama Boy that pops Vix in the back. LaFlame retaliates with Turney, and it's going forward here as Orange Flame starts to make their stand. Bjorn popping Shadow Kitten, getting a little bit too ahead, but it's LaFlame once again getting Drama Boy in the back, and Snowfire makes the push.
Snowfire making the push here now, but he's going to be eating a face full of tire. Possibly Bjorn pops that ultimate, but no. Oh, the Reinhardt finds him in the back. The tire gets one, but that's not going to be enough to even things out here, especially on the defense. The Flame now in the back. Oh, the calls are coming from inside the house.
The Flame on top here, and it's Blue Rain that are in trouble here. They gotta regroup. Snowfire eats a pulse bomb. Artemis trying to bring this one back. Dr. Frog actually catches Mercy, and it's Miss Orange that falls down. Artemis trying to pick up the Flame at the top, and oh boy, we've got a scrap on our hands. Blue Rain pushing backward. Shadow Kitten and Vix still on the point here, trying desperately for Orange Trash to grab the point. And this Drama Boy at the Transcendent to seal the deal and hold this defense here. Blue Rain holding the point.
Oh wow, I mean, a Transcendence even invested into that fight. That means they're not going to have it for the Blade now. It's Shadow Kitten, who is lurking in the back this entire time, finds one, finds two, finds three, followed up with a great Earth Shatter from Snowfire. Perhaps a little bit of overkill, but you never know here. They just really want this point to do Orange Trash, and I think they're about to get it.
Shadow Kitten making me eat my words. The moment he says it, he comes out, pulls out the katana, and slices his way to the point. That's going to be point one for Orange Trash. Blue Rain need to regroup here.
Absolutely, I mean, and Bjorn actually going to be picking up the Pharah now for this Streets phase, perhaps to better make use of the verticality here on Eichenwald point B. The Junkrat, not working out too well. The tires, you really want to see maybe, 1-2 Ks at least there from that ultimate. So far, always a very good hero anytime you might think you can get some free damage in. LaFlame is going to be the first one down, so that's going to be one threat to the Widow out of the fight already.
As we speak, he is resurrected, the support line peeling off Artemis, making a lot of trouble in the backline. That's twice now LaFlame has fallen over. But it is LaFlame, once again, these core players, Shadow Kitten and LaFlame, making waves here. Bjorn actually picked off from the skies. Drama Boy in his sights, and LaFlame continues to push forward along with his team. Snowfire making his way forward. Now, once again, it's LaFlame. Turney falls over. Drama Boy still in his sights, and Snowfire in the meantime knocks over his opposition. It's all Orange Trash.
Blue Rain trying to invest heavily on the ground war there. You said Dr. Frog had the Earth Scatter at the ready, but it just wasn't quite the right time to let loose with the hammer. Meanwhile, LaFlame on the high ground, literally free firing. It might be time for Blue Rain to invest potentially in a Diva, maybe even a Winston, to try to contest this Widow, because LaFlame has been making life so difficult for this defense thus far.
Now, initially, for the crossfire that they set up with Bjorn on the Pharah and Artemis in the backline, it seemed to be good for Blue Rain, but as we speak, it's Shadow Kitten in the backline, tearing it up. That's one, that's two. They're looking for more, and they're looking for the second point here as Dr. Frog falls over. Bjorn next in his sights, and it's all LaFlame. He's still free firing in the back.
LaFlame, a flame right here. This guy is on fire, utterly untouched in the backline, and boy, is he making hay with that room. Between him and Shadow Kitten, Blue Rain have found themselves between a shooty and pointy place. And now Mayhem is going to be eyes on this Zarya here. This is where Blue Rain need to make their last stand. The Graviton Surge could be a fight ender, but he's out of the fight already. Going to have to save that one for the next fight.
Taking the fight under, Mayhem's life is ended quickly. Dr. Frog next in Snowfire's sight. He's swinging, he's got a shot. That's four, it's a giant bomb. Vix with the beat, drops it down, and everyone falls over. It's Orange Trash, they've got the point here. They're looking to go forward all the way here. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock. Zarya's stuck in the corner from Blue Rain, not gonna quite make it to the point. She's gonna get cut down soon, but it's a Graviton that comes out. Artemis looking to land the stick, it could be it. It drops two, and as I speak, I'm eating my words again. Miss Orange can't get the res off, and it's Blue Rain all over the place. A giant Graviton that finally gets them back their point here.
Oh man, reverse caster curse here 2 times in a row now, John. Mayhem with his last gasping breath throws that Graviton Surge in, and Artemis had the perfect follow-up. I heard you ordered a pulse bomb, messieurs, but it's going to be enough of the Tracer for that man. It's going to be onto the Sombra now. Mayhem also wisely switching onto the Diva. I do like this. And Bjorn on the Reaper pick, also excellent. They know that Blue Trash going to have to fight very close to this point, and that's where Reaper really shines.
Snowfire swinging his way forward, shields up, using the corner for cover. It's the Sombra charging up, only 21% of the clock. That's what they're aiming for. They're looking for that EMP to set this fight down with Bjorn gunning his way through. But Snowfire is getting healed up all the way. He's not taking much damage here. Shadow Kitten has a blade. He's ready to go at any moment. Here's pushing forward. They're looking for it. Rami Angel grabs Dr. Frog, and it's let loose here as Blue Rain are taking a lot of damage here. The Shadow comes through. Bjorn's knocked over. The Transcendence comes through, but it's too late for him. He's dead. Snowfire just coming through, swinging his way forward, and along with Shadow Kitten, that's two cleaving Madmen just going through. Artemis in the back line here, trying to charge up EMP desperately, not going to get it, only 60% of the clock here, and as I speak, this has to be it. The stall starts coming through from Mayhem and Bjorn, but it's all Orange Trash here. They're still all alive, they still got the beat, they still got a bomb, they got everything they need to take this point.
No, Bjorn gets found out, was hiding from the Diva self-destruct, but you can't hide from that purple French lady up on the high ground. The flame flies him, and that's going to be a crucial amount of DPS gone, and Snowfire has yet another hammer down. It's the afternoon over here, but this Reinhardt is hungering for breakfast food. He's making pancakes of the defense right here, and Orange Trash will slide that in for the full 3.
Snowfire, huge, on fire. It's all fire. The flame, Snowfire, everything's lit up here for Orange Trash. And they land ultimate after ultimate. I don't believe Snowfire missed a single shatter that entire game.
It was certainly a sight to behold. I mean, I'm a Ryan main. Anytime you can see a Ryan, not have to really worry so much about shielding his team because he knows that all the disparate parts are going to be staying alive themselves. He can get some of that hammer damage in. It's just a beautiful sight, man.
Now for Blue Rain, really, it's not much that they can do there. Shadow Kitten into the flame, pushing forward, popping Dr. Frog's shield. He really has no way to block that shatter. So Snowfire, just having full range there, gets to walk in along with his pressure there and just drop it at will. Now, Blue Rain will have to adapt here. They looked to be mostly on the defense, which makes sense, but with the dive composition, they're going to have to go in.
Yeah, the dive, perhaps this might be the key to getting a little bit more aggression. I feel that Blue Rain certainly played a very, not necessarily defensively, but maybe reactionarily is what I would call it. Not really trying to take advantages, make plays, make space themselves. Some of it can be chalked up to the team compositions, I feel. The disconnect kind of between like the ground war, Dr. Frog and Mayhem on that, Reinhardt Zarya doesn't have a lot of mobility or ability to kind of keep Bjorn safe on that Pharaoh, which is kind of where Orange Trash made their best time on the streets phase of Eichenwald. So now perhaps with Mayhem and Dr. Frog on both of these dive tanks, they can have a little bit more coordination making those engagements.
Now Blue Rain with Artemis hovering that Widowmaker here, able to make waves on the Tracer, could possibly puncture this Orange Trash defense here. We will have to see. 1 minute and 46 seconds is the time to beat here if they do want to beat their score, essentially do better. Snowfire, shields up in the front here, and Remy Angel blocking him, protecting him a little bit with the Diva, but essentially it is LaFlame to look out here on the Hanzo along with Shadowkit on the Doomfist to kind of dissuade any of the tanks from coming in. And as we speak, it's not the tanks that gets caught out, but it's Artemis in the back.
Oh no, surprise, Doomfisto. Come on, man, you gotta ask consent before you go in hard like that in the back line. But it is going to actually prompt a swap from Artemis onto his own Doomfist. So this is pretty interesting. Certainly a hero that we don't see that often these days, but can really go well, not only against the tank line, displacing them, but one-shotting the squishies in the back as Artemis answers in kind, gets out Miss Orange, but is taken out by LaFlame. This new Hanzo really showing up pretty big.
Both Doomfists is actually going down there, but it's Bjorn cutting a path through for Blue Rain, and it's Orange Trash that have to respond here. Dr. Frog goes in deep, but it's LaFlame zoning off most of the backline. They gotta be careful. He's gonna land those shots. Mayhem getting taken down next, and Dr. Frog's shield comes down afterwards. And it's just Blue Rain, actually, that managed to take it from Orange Trash here as everyone begins to fall over.
Yeah, attacking respawns, playing a pretty big part there. Trading fairly evenly was Orange Trash, but in the end, there are just too many bodies on the point. LaFlame, though, once again showing up huge for his team. Really curious to see how he uses this Dragon Strike. I mean, hey, who even needs that ultimate where you can find headshots like that? Bjorn down again.
Yeah, Bjorn really making a lot of space here, but is finally punished. Bjorn able to cut through Orange Trash, split them from their tanks, and really allow that first push to happen. However, he's taken down before he can even do that, but it looks like, as you can see in the back, Artemis sneaking his way over on the castle, looking to displace some of the tanks. And he could do something here, but LaFlame's got him in his sights. He has to be careful.
Ooh, LaFlame, but hey, Hanzo, who's watching his back line, isn't watching the front line, but it's not going to help Artemis. That feels bad, and an unresable position as well. Dr. Frog, though, gets that Goomba stomp onto LaFlame, so slowly Blue Rain are making progress. Bjorn finds 2. That's all you're going to need.
Vix, you can't heal dead bodies, but however, he can retaliate with a kill. Bjorn actually falling over, getting resurrected soon after. The bomb coming in from Remy Angel, not able to connect, goes a little bit too high. And it looks to be all Blue Rain here as they start to rain over the point.
Wink wonk. There's all kinds of weather puns to be made here with Bjorn taking 2. The sky is cloudy with a chance of rockets. And Rami Angel right now is also demech'd, so this is going to be excellent for your Pharah. None of that frustration, nobody eating up those rockets flying in your face. But he gets his mech back, but in the meantime, the rest of his team is getting pushed back so far as zoning Diva self-destruct, not going to be finding anything.
Rami Angel actually blasted off the continent on the other side of the map here. Shadow Kitten looking for something, trying to desperately to stop this point with the tire. It could be huge. Drama actually just does not shoot it down as Shadow Kitten finds Turney. And this is a bit of a split fight we've got here. Orange Trash and Blue Range halfway across the map here. Two different fights being taken here on different sides of the map, but it looks like Blue Range will finally connect. Artemis and also as well connects onto Snowfire. Oh no! Gets booped off the map, and this is it as they will grab the second point here. Diva can't get out of the gates to stall. Dragon Strike does come out, but it's too late. The point is capped.
I mean, excellent, though, from Blue Rain right there. You saw kind of that dive splitting up the two sides of the team, and then slowly Blue Rain were kind of able to pick up the backline that was separated from Snowfire, the Ryan who's kind of caught up behind that choke point. So good usage of this mobility as the dive comes in once again. It's going to be hard to miss in the back first, but also down first. This huge Earth Shatter comes out.
Bjorn raining blue all over, but it is unable to do too much as he only grabs one, and it's Orange Trash that retaliate and push their way through. Orange Trash all over Rain. Blue Rain is extinguished.
Blue Rain having their flame dashed, but hey, they still have a little less than 4 minutes left to try to make something, but there are a couple of swaps here. DPS going onto that Junkrat Tracer. Dr. Frog still going to be picking up his own Rhine for a little bit more of that sustain on that last point. But in the meantime, the dual hit scan from Orange Trash already going to have Attack Visor and a Dead Eye most likely in this next fight. In fact, this entire team going to be stacked with ultimates.
Dr. Frog having a bit of issues on the Winston, maybe diving a bit too early, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Drama Boy actually picking off Shadow Kitten, and the fight started. Dr. Frog grabs the flame in the back, and a bomb comes through. It needs to be blocked. Snowfire actually catches it. Mayhem back in his mech here, looking to go forward, and it's Rami Angel that's caught off. Snowfire with a big shattered retaliate, but no one can follow up on it. Only grabbing Artemis. The Valkyrie comes out, trying to protect them. Mayhem flying all over the place. Rami Angel getting back in her mech here, but Snowfire just swinging back and forth. Back and forth is the way to go here. Another bomb comes out. It's Orange Trash with a double ultimate to seal the deal and hold on to their point.
Oh man alive, what a ballsy res from Miss Orange. Get Rami Angel back into the fight. We saw that Turney tried to do the same to get Artemis back in, but unfortunately Orange Trash camping that body beautifully, knew exactly what the play was trying to go for, and so now excuse me, there will just be that zoning high noon. Orange Trash blew every other ultimate that they had online. So this is going to be the opening for Blue Rain to take Dr. Frog very close to that Earth Shatter, and that combos beautifully with the Riptire in from Bjorn.
A giant shatter comes out from, oh gosh, Dr. Frog, but he is martyred for that shatter. While he does come in, Bjorn looking to avenge his friend, actually grabs this orange. Mayhem going deep with Artemis. Artemis looking for Vix, actually taken down by Snowfire, clocked in the back of the head, and the two Reinhardts collide here. Snowfire looks to make his way back. A Deadeye comes through, actually grabs Mayhem. 3 shots go through, but Mayhem retaliating with another one. A shatter comes out from Snowfire. Everyone's knocked over. The visor comes out, and it looks like Orange Trash will hold the point from the brink. 277 meters back, and only 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock.
Whew, palm sweaty mom spaghetti right there for Orange Trash. It looked like everything was lost, but the trickle, they had just enough ultimates to try and hold this point, and Vix is going to have yet another for this last push, most likely from Blue Rain. So it's going to be all about getting that Transcendence out from the Zenyatta early on. But Drama Boy and Turney going to have their own up here. It's going to be just up to Blue Rain, make sure that they don't lose any members early on before they can get onto this payload.
Both of those Reinhardts to be looking out for, landing their own stamp of approval, but LaFlame saying, I don't need it, knocks down the Reinhardt. Bjorn actually getting caught out, rammed over, not even charged, and Dr. Frog actually catching Rami Angel, but it looks like this push is going to stop in its track. As I speak, the Shatter comes through. Snowfire knocked over Shadow Kitten as well, but he does die. No results coming in from the Shatter, and Snowfire coming up on his own here. This could be it for Blue Rain if they cannot deal with Snowfire's Shatter.
Snowfire has been a monster all game long, and Dr. Frog just hasn't been able to outrun him on this hero, so it will be Winston once again. Bjorn playing musical chairs here, gives up that Reaper, going back onto the Junkrat for the potential of that team wiping tire, but there's a very small window. Rami Angel once again demech'd here. Blue Ray need to make something happen.
Yeah, Shadow Kitten actually grabbing Artemis in the back, and that could be it. Both of the resurrections going through. Now Dr. Frog going deep and actually catching LaFlame in the back here. Snowfire still has that shatter. All eyes should be on him. They do have 5 ultimates if they need to use it. The bomb comes out. Snowfire swinging his way forward. Does not quite catch anyone. The mech, only one caught. Drama Boy keeping his team healthy here as Vix retaliates, making Venn diagrams. Shadow Kitten in the back, catching everyone. Everyone starts to fall over at once. It's Blue Rain. They're bleeding all over the place, and it's a full wipe coming through. 5 ultimates to their name. It's Orange Trash that managed to seal the deal here on Eichenwald. What a match.
Shadow Kitten with that finishing tack visor, sending all of Blue Rain to the netherworld. What an incredible match right there. I mean, Orange Trash being like a magician, is this your card? JK, this is your card. Every single time it felt like Blue Rain was finally making some kind of headway. Orange Trash had another ultimate to stymie the tides of that blue wave.
Artemis proving me wrong there. The Graviton coming through. Incredible patience coming out from Blue Rain Zarya. But Artemis sealing the deal there. Unfortunately, it was Orange Trash that managed to hold the point there. And really, it's just all of Flame and Shadow Kitten there, enabling his tanks, enabling their supports to stay alive. But I believe this DPS duo is something to be reckoned with, and Blue Rain are going to have to respond to this.
Yeah, Blue Rain definitely hampering themselves slightly by playing so many heroes. It couldn't quite, find that correct fit. Still going back to the fitting room, trying to see exactly, what will break through this Orange Trash team. I did like the Junkrat look, but unfortunately, it seemed to be slightly more of a team issue in terms of synergy, making sure that they're not going to be losing either one of their backline or Dr. Frog, that Reinhardt right off the bat.
Indeed, and as we do go into Nepal here, we do see a switch here coming in from Orange Trash, switching in Miss Orange for Ukalover 16, and Vix actually being swapped out for someone else. To be determined here as the switches continue to come through. It's actually Spectre Eagle coming in for Orange Trash.
Yeah, so the next map type will be Nepal. So this is a map type that favors a slightly more brawly style occasionally on certain points. And so perhaps Orange Trash is wanting to make sure that they, play to that map style, have all of, their ducks in a row before we get into it.
Now, Orange Trash actually switching both of their support lines in for some reason. More switches coming through, so I guess we should just wait until things finally seal. And how about we talk about that last match there? Blue Rain actually switching back and forth and back and forth. Flexibility being the key to this game, but that much flexibility being disallowing them to grab many ultimates, and it's really costing them the offense there and the defense from Orange Trash.
Yeah, flexibility seems a little bit more like uncertainty when you are flip-flopping heroes that quickly. We saw that there was so much potential for those great ultimate combos, the Graviton Surge into Artemis Pulse Bomb, not only the play of the game, but, what kind of got Blue Rain the closest to holding there. So, when you perhaps, these are Discord teams, so drawing from, a multitude of members, maybe if Blue Rain can get slightly more settled down into, what kind of compositions they do prefer to run, that's when you can see a little bit more of those set plays coming through, which I think, they could really make hay with.
Now, I believe Bjorn on the far do with the dive. Pharmacy dive being Blue Rain's go-to strategy, cutting through that Eichenwald defense like butter. But however, they switched off over and over to tank comps, to Winston, back and forth, and eventually they had weird hybrid comps going on where they did not have a win condition in sight. So I'd like to see a little bit more missile rain coming through here for Blue Rain in order to take out the trash. However, it is 4 points to Orange Trash and 2 points to Blue Rain, however, with the scoring system, and we are heading into Nepal.
Yep, and it's going to be heading to this merry snow-covered village first off. So this is, again, kind of a map where we see that Reinhardt fairly often. Dive certainly also very strong, but there's that, kind of hunker and bunker comp. You get that Reinhardt Roadhog onto the objective, force the opposing team to kind of come at you on your own terms. So there's certainly a multitude of ways to kind of try and approach this. Blue Rain, at least early on here, with Dr. Frog on the Reinhardt, Mayhem on the Roadhog fitting. I really like that kind of a name hero combination, and Bjorn on the Reaper. So we may be seeing something of a death ball here, at least from the blue side.
Now, Deathball coming in there, as we spoke earlier, they do want to sit on the point, but getting to the point in the first place is the issue. Making sure they don't take as much damage, and most importantly, not losing one of their supports. Without their support on the point, they won't be able to charge Coalescence, and they will not have a method to push back other than the hook, which is more of a chance thing rather than a calculated risk.
Certainly, but hey, they got Drama Boy being their speedy frog boy here for Blue Rain. On the side of Orange Trash, though, it's going to be good riddance on the Moira, Uke Lover on the Mercy, as is expected. So it'll be kind of, the speed versus the potential for the res here, as LaFlame is also on the Hanzo. The Orange Trash going to be taking this high ground first, and we predict to be Blue Rain on the objective right away.
Triple tank, 1 DPS, 2 support composition coming out, and it looks like it's going to work as LaFlame actually takes out Artemis with that Sonic arrow. Tanks beginning to push in, Bjorn trying desperately to shoot through, but it's Snowfire that grabs Bjorn out of the... You can't get caught by those. Dr. Frog, speaking of caught, is caught out, taking a lot of damage here. Orange Trash trying desperately to finish him off, but he's receiving a lot of healing. Finally gets axed, and this tank comp is just begins rolling. He actually has a Shatter! He uses it, doesn't need it, but Snowfire charging that up in record speed.
Oh my goodness, and then Snowfire charging Mayhem all the way into next Tuesday too, and luckily for this Ryan, the rest of his team absolutely has his back. They surge through the choke to force Blue Rain. Nobody getting any cheeky ideas about staggering their Reinhardt here. And what an impressive first point take from Orange Trash, even despite giving up kind of that real estate advantage early on. And now, LaFlame gonna have that Dragon Strike, a great way to clog up this choke point. And not to mention Shadow Kitten's Primal Rage and Snowfire so close to yet another Earth Shatter. But this time it might have been an overextension as both of the tanks go down first.
Exactly. Blue Rain just dodging the dragon and make their way forward slowly. The Shatter comes through, no one to block it. 3 knocked down, a beat comes out as well to keep everyone safe. LaFlame hooked in the back, Mayhem making his forward. And it is Blue Rain raiding over the point once again. However, it was Orange Trash that got 50% on the point. They need to find another way to get back in.
Yeah, Orange Trash now is going to be their onus to try and break through this point. They're not running a Junkrat or a Roadhog or a Reaper, nothing with, incredible burst damage to just kind of blast through any of the shields or, bodies that might be clogging the way. However, they do have this Earth Shatter from Snowfire, and if we know anything about this player, it's massive shatters are his breakfast all day long as LaFlame, man alive.
Looks like they don't need a win condition. LaFlame himself is the win condition. He's grabbing 1, he's grabbing 2, he's making his way forward, and the tanks just rolling all over this point. Mayhem with the whole hog, trying desperately to shoot someone down, but it's Snowfire once again with the Shatter, stopping that in its tracks. And while Drama Boy tries desperately to defend this point here, he's going to get smacked down, and it's Orange Trash, not Orange Flame, once again.
Yeah, it's you would get mixed up, man, because there are so many members of this Orange team on fire right now. And every time they use maybe 3 ultimates, but it doesn't seem to matter as they generate them like nothing else. LaFlame throws out that Dragon Strike just to buy a little bit more time. As a Blue Rain, they have the tools on hand. Artemis with that Tire, Bjorn with that Death Blossom. But again, with this team, it's all about getting into the position to make usage of their ultimates. That seems to be where they fall apart.
Orange Trash, bit of an overextension again, actually losing LaFlame in the meantime. Artemis with the Tire, looking to seal the deal here, grabs the Snowfire, and again, it's Blue Rain that just walk onto the point. Orange Trash actually just should not be there. They should be defending a different area. They decide to go too deep, and Blue Rain seemed to be confident in just shutting them down before they even get out of the point. Rami Angel soon to be caught out here, and more time bought as they do stagger the Diva, and she's shot it down out of her mech.
Rami Angel making like an angel, getting dead right there. As it was certainly an unforced error from Blue Trash to split themselves up, sending 3 members of the team to go and try and hunt down a single Artemis Junkrat, and that will prompt the swap onto the Tracer as well. And Blue Rain looking pretty good. They have 3 ultimates to try and hold this as long as nobody gets caught out. Mayhem under a bit of pressure, but meanwhile on the point, Bjorn Reaper, he's going to be really happy with that performance. I can just hear him writing his emo poetry. I am the days
Bjorn letting it rip. Speaking of high school, playing with his Beyblades, letting it rip. LaFlame about to be ripped apart here by Mayhem, and they gotta make an engagement. The Shatter comes through, it's only good riddance, but the Dragon comes out, splitting most of the team, and it's Dr. Frog that's caught out. LaFlame making his way forward, catching Artemis, and Orange Trash making letting loose, burning up the point here. Bjorn, last one standing along with Mayhem. Whole Hog comes out, but it's not gonna kill anyone. There's too much healing, there's too many shield. Rami gets caught out, and you're caught out of the mech, but it is Orange Trash that finally are able to cap here. Blue Rain look to have one more push in them, but the clock is ticking. They're gonna have to make haste.
Artemis gonna have to toe tap on the point to keep things alive for his team. There's support ultimates aplenty for Blue Rain, nothing offensive though, so it's gonna have to be that good old plain vanilla Overwatch. As the Dragon comes through again, covered with the Earth Shatter, make it 2-3. As LaFlame claims those kills, Artemis is single pulse bomb, not going to be doing anything against the tide of Orange crashing onto this point. And Nepal, it will go this first round to Orange Trash.
Orange Trash is lighting up the point, creating pollution, but they are burning everything up. Oh man, LaFlame and Shadow Kitten just tearing things up. Shadow Kitten not really showing up this much until he went onto the Genji. He actually managed to grab a blade here, but it's Snowfire and LaFlame just constantly burning through Blue Rain, not really able to respond, and the only times that they did manage to take back the point was when Orange Trash overextended. They went way too far deep, they overused all of their resources, and they just managed to get the freest kills of their lives.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, Orange Trash perhaps showing a little bit of hubris there in their positioning, not playing quite as disciplined as they may need to, because again, these teams are fairly evenly matched, at least here on paper. So it's going to be up to Blue Rain as we open up on Shrine now to make as good of an opportunity, as good of an opening as they can with any kind of unforced errors from Orange Trash, as it will be, you know, in terms of team compositions, the more of the same.
Now both teams back in their comfort zones here, running some sort of variant on their death ball here. Bjorn poking his way forward on the Reaper there. Not really able to make much of an impact other than that one death blossom. Needs to burn down those tanks, and as we speak, it's Mayhem that catches the flame out. Rami Angel grabbing Drama Boy in the back, and the fight's beginning. Dr. Frog just swinging his way forward. Rami needs to get out of there. He actually gets out, but it's his mech that's left behind. Snowfire looking to be blasted off into space, and it's Bjorn that finally connects every bullet that he needs to, and he's let loose. And let loose from this mortal plane as well, as Shadow Kitten takes him out.
Yeah, there we have it, man. The Hog reigning supreme with his best buddy, Reaper, there on the point. Dr. Frog is finally going to have an Earth Shatter as quickly as Snowfire, so Blue Rain still have tools to hold here. Orange Trash having a little bit of difficulty sustaining on the point, but Shadow Kitten will have a blade most likely coming in here. Drama Boy only 50% up to the trance, so this is going to be a big window. Orange Trash try to squeeze themselves through.
Exactly. And speaking of a squeeze, that's a tight little Earth Shatter right there. Catching him through the pillar, through his shield, knocking down his team. Snowfire comes through. Bjorn with the retaliation, Beyblading his way through, grabbing Remy Angel and her mech along with Snowfire, and Mayhem just chunking his way in the back with the whole hog. However, Orange Trash just need to get back on the point. They need to regroup. Blue Rain are in no trouble here. They're just hunting down the extra kills.
Oh, but LaFlame picks up Drama Boy, and that's going to be perhaps, you know, the opening for Orange Trash to continue their momentum, but they're met with an Earth Shatter right away through the shield here. Mayhem gets that D-Mech onto Rami Angel, and neither one of these teams really wants to let up on the pressure at all.
This is the golden age for Blue Rain here, and it is taking down rebellious Blue Flame, burning his way through the point here, and it is Bjorn that's taken out afterwards. Shadow Kitten grabbing another one, LaFlame knocking him out, and it is once again Orange Trash that maintain the point.
Now they finally flip it at about 70% for Blue Rain, so not terrible first hold for the blue team at all here. Orange Trash going to be trying to hold with their own Earth Shatter, potentially Dragon Strike combo. Earth Dragon, Shatter Strike.
Shatter Strike indeed, but the Dragon finally comes out, flushing him out, grabs two, and it looks like this push is going to be stopped right into its tracks before it even begins. The Flame trading his life for it, but it is Shadow Kitten with the retaliation blade. Maybe not quite needed, but very necessary as he grabs Bjorn.
Hey, why not, man? I mean, it's not just about winning fights, it's about sending a message, which actually, hey, the mental game is strong, especially when you're running dueling Reinhardts. A lot of it is just that mind game, as Snowfire going to be trying to make as big of an opportunity as possible with his Earth Shatter. Dr. Frog himself gonna have to be watching out, playing very cautiously, and that's not really where you want to be as the main tank. Artemis, the first one down, try to push through with that coalescence, but no! Debated into that Earth Shatter Diva self-destruct, not gonna be picking up anything, but Blue Rain losing members here and there.
Ultimates back and forth and back and forth. There's a full ult thump here coming from Orange Trash, but it looks like Orange Rain are finally getting pushed back. A bomb lands on Ook, and it's a Snowfire that grabbing 2 with that charge, with the it's not the Earth Shadow, excuse me, with the Fire Strike, Earth, Fire, Wind, whatever. Everything's coming through, and it's Artemis with Remy Angel dueling on the point. Reinhardt just swinging his way back and forth. Drama Boy looking for him. He's charging his way back to the point, but it's Blue Rain returning along with Shadow Kitten. This fight just keeps going.
Blue Mayhem and Dr. Frog trying to do their best here while Hanzo is still making his way onto the point, and there we have it, a fatty shatty, but the wings are already in the air. Okay, no. Trying to keep everybody up and healed. Meanwhile, it's going to be the flanking Shatter Shadow Kitten slicing, dicing. He's hungry for sushi, man. That sword is sharp, and with it, Orange Trash going to nail the Nepal win as well.
Welcome to Shatter City, population 12. Everyone here, Orange Trash, lit up in their Philadelphia Fusion gear, all orange. It's all aflame. This man on the Hanzo going absolutely wild this entire match.
Man, I mean, this new Hanzo, though, friggin' is insane. Not just that ultimate generation, but the ability to no longer just be a backline damage dealer, walk up front. Hey, you have that, Dragon Strike at the ready. You have that Storm Arrow at the ready, and you can whittle down even the most stalwart tanks in just a couple of seconds.
Exactly, and with that, that is 8 points to Orange for their second win, and actually 3 points for Blue Rain as they only obtained 1 point from that shutout. Now, as we prepare to go into Gibraltar here, it's Orange Trash. Every single time their DPS are showing up, and when they're not showing up, it's Snowfire slamming his way through, putting them back into order, and allowing them to do what they do best, which is frag.
It's a very multi-threat team, right? It's who exactly do you try and focus down has been the really difficult question Blue Rain haven't found the answer for quite yet. I mean, Orange Trash, their support line also playing really well there. Preemptive Valkyries from UK Lover really helping keep the team alive during that Shrine round in particular. Excuse me. Yeah, so Orange Trash is playing really cohesively. Maybe it's those player icons, man. You gotta get that synergy in every aspect of your team, right? All the little parts, they add up.
Exactly, and it's even more important than ever here as we head into Gibraltar. Really able to be punished at every turn of the cart. When you are attacking, the defense has all the high ground in the world. You're going to have to be very, very careful as you approach. When you're on the defense, you cannot afford to let the cart go through as well. If the cart does go through, they obtain better and better ground until they reach third point, where anything could happen. You could have scrap after scrap after scrap.
Yeah, and in particular, it's going to be difficult for Blue Rain to come up against LaFlame, as Gibraltar is the playground of those long-range damage dealers. Widow used to be that hero of yore who you would always see a Widowmaker come out on first point, but we might well be seeing a Hanzo, I'm expecting, potentially from LaFlame. However, I mean, one of the things that Blue Rain does have for their advantage is that they seem to prefer to run that dive composition. So they may have a slight advantage if they do choose to go for those kind of more high mobility heroes, especially moving into hanger phase over the Reinhardt that Snowfire is showing right now.
Bjorn looking to rain missiles upon the team once again, back on his signature hero, Pharah. And while he did play it for a slight bit in the previous matches, it was effective. Blue Rain was able to initiate on the fights that they wished to go on to, with Bjorn cutting the path through, flanking Artemis, cutting a path through as well on the Tracer. It looked to be their core composition. However, we are seeing a little bit of differences once again coming in from Blue Rain. Every match a different composition.
Hey, I mean, you might as well wield that surprise factor against your enemy team, as even if it eventually falls apart. Being unpredictable can at least, stymie your enemy team. And how exactly do we approach this? And between the Mayhem, Dr. Frog, Pulled Pork, hug and tug, the halt and hook. Artemis on that Hanzo long range damage, and Bjorn raining down death from above. Orange Trash gonna have their work cut out for them, but of course Drama Boy and Turney gonna have to try and stay very safe. An opening pick could well doom this defense right off the bat.
Now LaFlame back on that Widowmaker. Bjorn will have to take to the ground here, hiding beneath the shield. However, that's not where Farah wants to be. They're going to have to be contested. They have no method to contest it other than Artemis, who's going to have to take that duel. And Orange Trash, seemingly uncontested here, continue to push forward as the reverse happens, and Remy getting pulled for a little bit of damage. Does back out, but the damage has already been done. Orange Trash are a little bit split here, and Blue Rain have to engage sooner than never.
Oh no, but it's going to be Artemis caught in the back. He was trying to 1v1 Flame, but the rest of the Orange Trash team got that Widowmaker back. And now it's going to be a 5v6 as the teams finally engage here underneath Car Wash. Artemis
Bjorn?
Yep.
Bjorn trying to deal with the Flame, but is shot down for his troubles. Drama Boy making his way forward on the Moira there, but that's not where you want to be. Your team's being attacked there. You got to heal your tanks. It's Snowfire pushing his way forward, sensing blood, actually catches Turney with the side of his arm, and Mayhem and Dr. Frog trying desperately to hold on the point, but there's no one to help them there. They're tanking for no good reason.
Oh, and it's going to be a very difficult ask to hold. Mayhem already has that whole hog, but a single pig against the world now as Snowfire charges in once again. I thought perhaps you might be going for the back line kill to keep the healers from getting onto the objective, but Coalescence now going to be slammed out of Drama Boy as Snowfire lays down the thunder.
Bright lights flying everywhere, but Snowfire having none of it. Shuts that down with the slap of his hammer. Mayhem still on the point, however. Tanky, and he's not dead yet. Bjorn looking to back him up here, grabbing two, and it's Mayhem still on the point. Oh, he's pushed off the point. They're going to push it in. He actually gets off the point. Oh, no! And he's finally taken out here. Drama Boy looking to add to it, but unable to make it. And it looks like Dr. Frog and Turney will have to get out of there before they get staggered.
Yeah, another round of musical chairs. Bjorn now on that 76. Artemis having swapped onto the Genji a little while ago, and it will be Diva Winston for Mayhem and Dr. Frog. So Orange Trash looking like they're going to try and push through with this ground-based comp, see how far it can get them, as they do have ultimates to expend, and they're going to be burning a hole in their pockets. Sound Barrier, Valkyrie, as well as that self-destruct and a potential Earth Shatter in this fight.
Now, Blue Ray back on their dot composition. They're looking to take the low ground, however. They want to take the high ground. They want to be able to get the drop onto the Orange Trash here. Bit of miscommunication there, and Snowfire capitalizing on it with a giant shatter once again. What is that? 10 for 10. He goes in. Artemis looking to retaliate, beat, and transcend it, stopping him in his tracks. He's not going to be able to do anything with that. And Mayhem, alone on the point, forced to back away.
As they say, pen mightier than the sword. Artemis gets absolutely nothing for that blade, courtesy of the Transcendence from Shadow Kitten. Now on the Zenyatta. Excuse me. But Dr. Frog is going to be back in here, turning very close to that Valkyrie. The question is if you're going to invest more resources in trying to hold this, and the answer looks like it's going to be no. Snowfire, man, that's just dirty every single time. I really wish we had access to stats like they do on Owl. I'm curious just how many kills this guy has racked up with ults. Or, you know, charge kills. Pin that Mercy. His armor must be made of flypaper.
Oh man, everyone just getting stuck on top of him, along with his team, and the cart apparently as well. I don't believe he's moved from the cart once. There he goes, finally off the cart, but it's just been cruising along here. And actually, take a look at Shadow Kitten. He's in the back, he's flanking, finally gets caught up by Diva, but Artemis taking out the flame here. This could be Blue Rain's chance to retake the point finally.
Yep, they lose Shadow Kitten early on, so Orange Trash going to be slightly stopped there, but it doesn't look like they want to give up any of this pressure. LaFlame now, though, does get dueled out by Artemis, and that will be the opening for Blue Rain to dive on the high ground, try and push this attacking team back with the help of Turney in the air.
Now, Snowfire using that charge to back up for once instead of going in. Being pressured a bit by Dr. Frog, but it's just the Tesla against the armor. How much damage can it do? He's not phased. He gets healed up. Does have that shatter once again, and this could be big. He sees no monkey. He can smell blood right here. If he goes for a shatter, this could be the end of Blue Rain. However, he is backing up. He sees Dr. Frog. Artemis actually taking out Shadow Kid in the back here, and Blue Rain holding steadfast against Orange Trash. And as I speak, the Shadow comes through, not quite able to grab anybody. Retaliation Bomb comes as well. And it's Bjorn in the backline here, looking to grab Snowfire, looking for LaFlame, but he's hiding along. Actually gets taken out here. And it's Shadow Kitten that will catch Bjorn for overextension. And again, Orange Trash retaliating against Blue Rain's push.
Yeah, Blue Rain finally finding the foothold to try and hang their defense here. Artemis coming up with 3. An incredible showing from the Widowmaker right here. Defensive Widows often are at a disadvantage around this third point. It's really difficult to set up on the high ground, but Artemis says, hey, yo, all I need is this gun. Me and my gun right here. As Bjorn now onto the Junkrat. Interesting given, how much success he was having as that Soldier 76. But hey, the Rip Tire, the power of that cannot be denied, especially around this third point.
Speaking of power, we've got Shadow Kitten coming up on a blade here. Beat to supplement that if they need to go in. Dr. Frog looking to shut that down before it even begins. It's Shadow Kitten that eats a lot of damage there. Saved by the beat, but it looks to be a little too early as Vix in the middle of the entire team. Blue Rain not quite capitalizing on, but it's Bjorn in the back grabbing 2. He's looking for more. He's out for blood. Pipes flying everywhere. Vix caught out by the trap as well, and Bjorn. Maybe that swap was a good idea.
Oh no, certainly Trash Mouse paying huge dividends here. Artemis getting a bit of that cleanup as well. And Blue Rain, hey, perhaps this is the winning combination, and they finally settled upon it here in map 3 of the series. Bjorn gonna have a tire for that next round. Shadow Kitten ready with that blade, but Drama Boy, he's going to be looking to make like Vix and counter that ultimate the second he sees that Genji dive in.
Orange Trash having none of it, taking out 2, LaFlame taking out its counterpart, and it's Bjorn with the tire looking for something here. They need to shut that down. LaFlame actually caught out, but it's still a 5v4. Spawns are coming through. Orange Trash continue to push forward, but they are shut out. Dr. Frog just jumping on them, grabbing as many kills as he can, picking them up with his Tesla Clan, and LaFlame, after the resurrect, is taken down once again. Orange Trash actually repelled.
Yeah, and now their impressive time bank whittled down to just a minute 30 here. Perhaps a bit of the frustration coming to bear. As we've seen Orange Trash, Shadow Kitten's been holding that blade so long, he probably has a cramp. It's just time to try and find those openings to make those ultimates work. This is shades of what happened to Blue Rain. And Orange Trash, they don't want to find themselves in this same position.
Shadow comes through, bomb combo as well. Transcendence can't save you now. Turney, it's 3 for 3. A giant bomb's coming everywhere. Explosives everywhere. Mayhem and Rami going huge, but it's Shadow Kitten that picks up the slack, grabbing everyone else. It's Snowfire. They're swinging. Mayhem caught in the crossfire, or should I say cross swings, and the cart continues to push. Orange Trash making their way forward. However, it's 2 versus the world. Blue Rain coming back. They have the advantage here with the defending spawns. 45 seconds left on the clock, and Orange Trash continuing to fight.
Orange Trash, they want to maintain this. Vix is really close to that Transcendence. If you can get that ultimate online, gonna have so much more sustain with Flame. Shoots out Bjorn's tire, and this is such a good place to find yourself. Turning now, gonna be forced to pop the Valkyrie to try and sustain against Uke Lover.
And this could be it here. 20 seconds left on the clock, and no team looks like they're backing up at all. Drama Boy caught by Snowfire here. He's swinging along. He's staying healthy. The Shatter comes through the fadeaway. He flies up with the force of the Shatter, but it looks like Artemis will be able to capitalize on it. Instead, his team falling behind him as he shattered. There was no shield protecting anyone, and Orange Trash are being repelled. Artemis once again going huge. Snowfire looking to not make this happen. Crashes into Diva. Gets punished for his shovel. Maybe a bit too heavy for his taste, and Mayhem, along with Blue Rain, holds steadfast here on this third point.
Whew, wow, Mr. Beauregard, I am getting the vapors over here. What an impressive defense from Blue Rain. Just, I think both of us, John, just, take a deep breath, because it felt like, one long, 4-minute drawn out slugfest between these two teams, neither one of them wanting to give up the pressure on the other team, but neither one of them, it's an Orange Trash not making nearly the headway they wanted, and Blue Rain ceding space, taking it back, ceding space, surging forward once again, and in the end it will be Artemis helping his team win out on that defense. Small, skinny, French blue lady, but she got bigger shoulders than you think, because that was basically a carry performance from that Widowmaker. Maybe not getting, those crisp headshots necessarily, but being that cleanup that his team desperately needed to convert, that damage into kills.
Now the symbolism is not lost on me here. Blue Rain just raining down slowly until they finally extinguish Orange Trash's flame for once. The flame being shut down over and over by Artemis here, enabling Blue Rain to hold on. Without the flame at their backs here, Snowfire, even with his shatters, not many people were dying with the ultimate usage that they could pump out.
I mean, that third point of Gibraltar, though, is so difficult to push. I mean, it looks like a tiny ramp, but it might as well be covered in lard for how often the payload just slides backwards. It's really difficult to get it around that third corner because with the spawns as they are, the attacking team, you have to win that first initial fight, get that card around the corner, and then continue to sustain, win at least one more to close out the deal without losing a single one of your own teammates. So a very difficult ask. However, now, Blue Rain, their win conditions are clear, man. They want that golden box of victory.
Exactly, and Bjorn back on his comfort hero with the pharmacy, with the composition. I saw them tear through the first defense. They look like they're getting things started here. Snowfire taking a lot of damage. He's raining hell in the back. Bjorn actually taking out Rami Angel, and Snowfire unable to really deal with this, just swinging at the bird. You know how hard it is to punch a bird? Snowfire doesn't seem to quite get it. Dr. Frog just zapping his way through, and it's all Blue Rain raining over this fight. Artemis nailing 2 in the back. That's 3. He's making his way forward.
Man, he gets the 1v1 La Flame as well, and that's going to be a huge confidence booster, which is something you need in spades as a Widowmaker here, pushing forward, already going to have that infra sight as well. And so Orange Trash looking like perhaps they're caught a little bit off guard. Potentially Blue Rain, are they going to make an even faster time than Orange Trash? There's no resistance here. The monkey is in the doorway. Dr. Frog zoning away all of Orange Trash, and now this defense, they're going to have to hang their hats on this hanger.
Now, Dr. Frog unable to hit the primal button as he went really deep there. He's not going to get resurrected. Snowfire having none of it, shatters him down. Mayhem caught out, last one standing. Artemis popping Shadow Kid in the meantime, but it is the card that will be pushed as Snowfire begins to make his way forward. Resurrect comes through on Shadow Kid, and it's a full Orange Trash we're seeing here defending this point. The gates close, and this is the worst possible spot to get caught out in Gibraltar. There's so many chokes. Snowfire and the rest of his team can just catch target after target after target, and Blue Rain are going to have to get through one of these eventually to get to the card.
Yeah, Snowfire's favorite target is definitely Tourney. This poor Mercy cannot catch a break. This Reinhardt has her number, and it's especially going to be difficult to push through with La Flame on this Widowmaker. As you know, there's only 4 little small choke points that the attacking team can come through, and right now Orange Trash pushing their advantage really well.
Now Primal finally going through, looking to cut everyone out, and it looks like Blue Rain will trickle in, but however, it's Shadow Kitten grabbing Artemis. Bombs come out, explosives everywhere. It's a party. Rami Angel grabbing 2. Drama Boy with the Transcendence. You can't save someone from that bomb, unfortunately, as it's healing, not invulnerability. And Shadow Kitten, along with the rest of his team, knocking out Blue Rain again. 4 minutes left on the clock, and even though they do have an impressive time here, that's an even more impressive defense coming in from Orange Trash.
Impressively stocked ultimate pantry, 4 ultimates for Orange Trash's defense. Blue Rain just blew everything that they had in that last attack. A really unfortunate trans from Drama Boy last second, could only heal himself and that Winston on the card due to a great, Diva self-destruct from Rami Angel. Despite everything though, Bjorn gonna stay on this. Farah really prefers this hero despite the close quarters, the low skybox, and Rami Angel who nearly has, JK, Rami Angel, I was gonna say that's a really impressive ultimate generation for a Diva, but he has been demech'd, and so Dr. Frog in the backline trying to take advantage, and he will find him.
Blue Rain trying to make their way forward, but Shadow Kitten cutting them back. Samurai style, knocking out 2, and while Blue Rain finally got the entry that they needed, it isn't enough, as Orange Trash have more than enough ultimates to deal with them in the meantime. Now, as we speak, it's Bjorn being staggered for the very last second, and again, look at that, it's 2 minutes off the clock already. Blue Rain are going to have to step it up here in order to get this card all the way to the next point.
Yeah, it can be quite frustrating to try and come through here. Time is dwindling down. Tourney, though, has that Valk, might be what Blue Rain need to try and push through this choke point. Bjorn has finally swapped off of the Farah back onto his signature Junkrat. Did really well with this hero on defense for Gibraltar, so going to be looking to be that difference maker once again.
Speaking of difference maker, we got the Widowmaker from Artemis to look out for here. Was able to shut down the flame over and over in the last one. However, a Valkyrie comes out and Snowfire knocking down Drama Boy. No one capitalizes on it though, however, and it's the flame knocking out 1, knocking out 2, looking for more, sitting pretty, and that's 3, and an ended push again for Blue Rain.
Blue Rain having a really difficult time kind of navigating these close quarters on hanger phase, oftentimes where we see, the verticality play a huge factor, but this is hammer time, man. It's all about Snowfire and where this Ryan can see you, how quickly he's coming towards you, and whether or not he's smacking you in the face with his hammer. As Blue Rain not able to get anything done. They expended that Valkyrie as well.
Now they have the right idea. Get Dr. Frog in there, take the high ground, let their way forward, and finally, they can finally take the point. However, it's Artemis knocking out Uklover in the back. They make their way forward. Slow and steady is your name here, Blue Rain. You have to take this slow and steady as LaFlame about to be extinguished. Bjorn chasing after him. He's caught out on the wrong side of the map. That's not your side. Drama Boy opening the gates here, and finally, it's Orange Trash being repelled. Blue Rain on the cart here, making their way forward. 1 minute 32 seconds left on the clock though, and they're going to have to make the stagger count.
Yeah, I mean, Remy though, trying to do their work for them, throws a self-destruct in behind enemy lines. Bjorn takes her down with a great concussion mine. In the meantime, you have a very angry monkey. His name is Frog, but he's a gorilla. Just takes Uke Lover out of the fight early once again. And without that kind of sustain, Blue Rain have a huge advantage over Orange Trash moving in here.
Unfortunately, this doctor does not have a good diagnosis as he gets knocked out. Snowfire retaliating. The point continues to push, but it's all Orange Trash once again finding their footing, knocking everyone out. A full team effort and a full team wipe coming up soon as Mayhem is the last one standing from Blue Rain. We'll try to fly away, but it looks like his mech's not long for this world along with the pilot.
I don't understand Snowfire, man. Like, I'm just genuinely baffled by this human, I'm assuming, behind this Reinhardt. You saw how good Blue Rain looked pushing into that third point. Everything to be online. They didn't have the mercy, but Snowfire nearly single-handedly held that. He was in the kill feed constantly, and he's gonna have yet another Earth Shatter, and Shadow Kitten will have that blade. Blue Rain, you're really gonna have to climb a huge mountain to try and get this point B.
Not a man in the suit, so to speak, but a machine as he swings his way forward. Dr. Frog getting out of there. Bjorn in his crossfire, and he's shut down. Hammer comes through. Drama Boy, a collateral as well, but not taken out. It's Bjorn with a total mayhem that actually takes out Vix and LaFlame as well. Blue Rain are making their way forward. They've taken out all the threats they need to. They just need to group up and focus. Bomb comes out, rallying them forwards. Not quite able to grab anyone, but Snowfire saying, I can do that as well. Grabs Mayhem, knocks out a lot of his health. But Vix coming back here. Orange Trash desperately trying to seal the deal here. Shatter comes through once again. Looking for more. He keeps swinging. The madman. How did he grab two?
I don't understand. I don't understand, man. I'm genuinely baffled. But finally, with a swap onto 76, Bjorn reinforcing his team, getting a little bit more of that consistent damage in. They will push through into this point 3. Well, Blue Rain, but barely a minute left on the clock, and they're going to have to come up against this coalescence from Vix. LaFlame back on the Hanzo, so now you got to be a little bit afraid if you're one of the squishies on the side of Blue Rain.
Shatter Machine. But speaking of machine, we've got Genji in the back being taken out by Drama Boy, allowing them to lock on there and suck the life out of him. So far, a bit too ahead of his team here, as it's only Rami Angel with his bomb there. Gets caught on the wall, not quite where he wanted it to go, but the bomb does come out. Artemis in the back line here. Coalescence pushing them forward. Artemis back to safety, and it's Dr. Frog with his primal that could make the push for Blue Rain. However, it's Artemis taken out again by Snowfire, the machine.
A fire strike, no less, man. I mean, this guy is
Shatter!
Self-destruct goes up at the top and lands on the high ground. In the meantime, the entire rest of the team goes shattered. The cart isn't going anywhere with everybody dead. Shadow Kitten finally unleashes his sword as well. And Orange Trash, they do not want to give up a single set here. Bjorn, though, gonna have that tack visor, but hey, at this point, Blue Rain, they haven't really been finding the placement for those ultimates. He's gonna pop it right out of spawn.
He's trying to pump out that damage, however, he's only meeting shield here. Snowfire blocking it all off. Artemis with the pick on the point, and this could be their chance. They're making their way through, but Snowfire swinging his way forward. Vix caught out in the back by the angry monkey. Dr. Frog's got a diagnosis, and he's almost up the map there. Vix, along with Snowfire, are swinging their way forward. Artemis trying to push his way. Dragons come out. They don't manage to grab anyone, but Artemis still in the back here. Look at him. He's going forward, and it's LaFlame back on the Hanzo. Oh, no. It's disaster, as Artemis can't afford to die here. The Tracer is most of the damage. Bomb comes out. Not quite able to grab anyone, and the Coalescence comes through, but it's Shadow Kitten grabbing everyone here, and it looks like Orange Trash will seal the deal once and for all. Blue Rain managing to look good there in the end, but it wasn't enough. Snowfire along with Shadow Kitten and Orange Trash once again grabbing their third set.
Orange Trash, I mean, they will take Gibraltar as well. I do believe we're going to be moving on to a fourth map, although technically Orange Trash would have taken this series. We have been talking a lot about Snowfire, but the performance from these divas has also been insane as we check out this play of the game from Mayhem and Rami Angel. Just wanted to point out kind of these little small moments of polish from this Orange Trash team. We had Rami Angel throw out that self-destruct, looking perhaps like a desperation move, but just recognizing Blue Rain in overtime had to stick close to that cart, but that Diva Bomb is also perfect cover for UK Lover to go in, get that resurrection back onto Snowfire, and boom, you have a full 6 to defend once again.
What a match, though. The economy usage on these teams a bit spotty, sometimes overkill, but it managed to work for Orange Trash. They built up ult after ult after ult. What's the use of holding onto an ult when you can grab 2 in a single fight? Snowfire, once again, just shattering his way through. Not as potent as the ones before, but quantity supposedly makes a difference here. If you have more team members, then you'll win. If you have more shatters than the other team, assumedly, you will win that fight. Now, Orange Trash just over and over were able to capitalize on their superior DPS players, Torn and Artemis, making waves against Orange Trash, but it wasn't enough, as while they did show up time and time again, it was the Flame and Shadow Kitten consistently showing up, tearing up their backline, tearing up their front line, and not allowing Blue Rain to breathe.
Hey, I mean, it is definitely worth mentioning, though, that Orange Trash DPS had all the room in the world made by their extremely aggressive tank line. Blue Rain's Bjorn and Artemis, and we saw, incredible mechanical skill from both of these players as well. Certainly on that third point defense, Artemis able to find out LaFlame time and time again on that Widowmaker. It was just, a question of kind of lining up all of those pieces, putting the puzzle pieces together so you can see that full picture. And unfortunately, kind of the disparate parts of the Blue Rain team, oftentimes it seemed like, perhaps Mayhem wasn't on the same page as Dr. Frog, diving different targets, and it was kind of that split attention that eventually doomed Blue Rain, I would think.
Now, speaking of putting the pieces together here, we do have Orange Trash with some substitutions. Good Riddance being put in. Again, their backline being swapped out. Good Riddance and Miss Orange coming in. Snowfire and Rami Angel still staying on that tank line with the Flame and Shadow Kitten. Their core duo DPS are still in here, as well as we prepare to head into Horizon Lunar Colony. Excuse me.
Hey, I mean, Lunar Corner, they certainly got a lot of corners up on that space station. It's really nice, dude. Have you taken a look? I mean, just the views itself.
The views itself are very nice itself. I do agree. I like the map's design. Most of the designs in Overwatch are very beautiful, but the playstyle itself of the map, not something I necessarily enjoy. It is playable against, but 2CP, it feels too much like Hanamura to me, where the defense is heavily weighted. It's difficult to attack onto the point, and it's difficult to defend the second point if the snowball goes through. It's a very snowball-oriented map. If you can get in, you're in. If you can't get in, well, then you're screwed out of the entire map.
Yep, out in the cold, face pressed to the window, looking in longingly. It is a very all or nothing map. You certainly bring up a good point, John. So whoever's defending first, as we wait for the teams to finish up getting ready here in lobby, is going to have to, mind game their opponents. It all comes down to that game sense once again. Perhaps, these teams have played each other in the past, kind of guessing, trying to preempt what you may see on the attack, because, that first point, you only get one chance, and depending on how quickly you do get rolled defense, it might only be that one chance scenario once again.
Now, Blue Rain have shown that they can indeed snowball forward in 2 points. However, being caught up on the third point was their issue. Let's see if 2CP guides them, or gives them a little bit more of a hand, as there's only 2 points to capture instead of 3. They won't have a Gibraltar type situation. Will be drained out of their time. And here, while they will not win the match, they are still playing for their pride. It is 12 points, Orange Trash, 6 points, Blue Rain. Now, Blue Rain has no way to win this, even if they did completely shut out Orange Trash. But again, pride. These are 2 very close teams. None of these matches have been complete stomps. They've been pride, very, very close.
Pride and points, man. The 2 Ps. So, I mean, just being able to say that you did take a map, and also, just even though you do lose a map, it is worth pointing out for any of those new viewers to Discord Throwdown. This is a slightly different point format from, say, Owl or even Contenders. If the team that loses the map is able to put at least 1 point on board. That's going to be 2 points for them. And even if you are full held, it's still 1 point. So, hey, and in the end, it's going to be adding up all of those little digits that will determine the standings and the overall tournament winner. So Blue Rain definitely still wanting to put in, will still be wanting to put in as good of a performance as they can here on Horizon.
Good thing we have those little voices in our head telling us what we're doing wrong. Unfortunately, it's not my conscience. It is PK, the creator of Discord Throwdown, the man behind the screen. You won't hear him very much. You heard him in the beginning. But big thanks to him for allowing us to cast and creating this environment where everyone gets to play together.
Yeah, no, it's super cool. Big shout outs to PK in the back there. Benevolent Overlord watching over us all. And Blue Rain going to be hoping for some of that good luck raining down on them, as they will be setting up with this Orisa Diva tank line with Bjorn on the Reaper, Artemis on the Widowmaker. Now, Widow we see quite often here on first point, Reaper a little bit less usual.
Now, the Flame back on his Junkrat here, not going to Widow instead, looking to light things up a little bit more. Explosives happy Junkrat, looking to go around the flank as his team goes towards the left. Artemis peeking out for the Junkrat, he spots the pipes, but he manages to sneak his way through. Charge comes out from Snowfire, he's looking for something, crashes into a wall for his trouble, and Bjorn shooting his way forward, nothing a bit low, and a really nice slow push coming through, allowing a slow burn to come out from Orange Trash here, just pushing their way forward and happily taking away most of the point and most of Blue Rain's lives.
Ooh, Artemis, excuse me, finds the Flame in the end, but not before he took down both of Blue Rain's supports. An excellent flank, and now it's going to be the Lemonade Cannon out from Miss Orange. Another one of the citrus fruit family here, just making sure that the cleanup on the point is as quick, speedy as possible. As Blue Rain, they will be speed boosting their way back onto the point. Drama Boy on this Lucio, excuse me. And Artemis now swapping onto the McCree with Bjorn back on the Pharah. So again, some fairly unconventional picks here from this defense, but the Pharah, good hard counter for LaFlame.
Now this is what you're talking about. This is what Orange Trash needs to do. They have the ultimate. They have Snowfire's Shatter. They're on the point here. They had no trouble. They have all the time in the world. They could just get onto the point here and begin snowballing. Now Bjorn making his way forward. Drama Boy actually grabbing his counterpart here, grabbing Lucio. Snowfire falling down afterwards. And as we speak of a snowball, they're shut down in his tracks. It's summertime. No snowballs around.
Horizon Lunar Colony, it's out in space, but snowballs melt just as fast, as it looked like a Snowfire perhaps getting a little bit too overeager, or maybe just a small miscomm, as the rest of his team definitely were not behind his Rhine Shield as he charged out onto the point, got focused down first, and there goes your push. In the meantime, though, this is good news for Blue Rain. Bjorn just 30% away from that barrage, and Mayhem definitely capable of stalling out with this Diva self-destruct.
Good riddance, taking a lot of damage here. Actually, the pocketed Pharah knocks him out of that fight, but it's Shadow Kitten retaliated on the three. Bjorn with a huge barrage, grabbing two, looking for more, but it's the Flame that knocks him out. But it looks like this push is going to be stopped in his tracks. The close spawns from Blue Rain should allow them to hold on to this point. If Dr. Frog and Mayhem can hold on, they'll happily hold on. And the lone survivor, the mascot, Miss Orange from Orange Trash, gets out of there.
Making like bacon, getting out of there quick, but kind of Blue Rain, they did hold that last point, but shades of that miscommunication once again there. We saw Mayhem was alive on that high ground, but was not trying to cover the resurrection from Turney, trying to get Bjorn back into the fight. So hopefully going to be seeing a little bit more spatial awareness from the Diva moving in, as a Graviton Surge catches both of the Pharmacy up there. Fire Strike in from Snowfire finds Bjorn.
6 ultimates on the clock, only 2 used, but it's disaster as Blue Rain knocked all over the place. They're dropping low. Drama tries to keep everyone alive, but it's still Flame with the big bump. Again, you can't block that tire with the Transcendence. He's knocked out of that fight. Mayhem looking to get back into his mech. Dr. Frog resurrected once again, and Bjorn looking to desperately try to hold this point. Another bomb comes out. It's Explosion City. Junkrats, Divas, give me more. And Jeremy Angel actually grabbing his counterpart's mech. It's Mayhem. And again, it's Mayhem on the point. Dr. Frog clocks Snowfire in the face, punches him, and this fight is repelled once again in Blue Rain's favor.
You're wearing armor, but that metal fist, it's gonna hurt. as Blue Rain do manage to hold. I think Dr. Frog was actually stuck in a trap, but luckily the D.Va self-destruct landed just in front of the shield, managed to save himself. So Blue Rain once again will rebuff this orange trash team, but no worries, 4 minutes still on the clock for our attackers. And anytime you can have like the potential for a lot of CC ults on here, all you need is one good grab, one good earth shatter, and it is going to be lights out for this defense. So Blue Rain going to be trying to play a little bit split up here, trying not to get caught in the grasps.
Speaking of caught, the flame catches that tourney. And Bjorn looking to avenge his counterpart here, rains hell onto Snowfire. He's taken out there, and without the Reinhardt, they're not going to be able to push. Bjorn with a smart little barrage there, the safest barrage he'll ever get. It stops that push once again. Artemis just though in the backline, tearing him up. And this, again, this is the composition I wanted to see out of Blue Rain earlier. Artemis always in the backline here with Bjorn just raining missiles over and over and over. This is good Overwatch play coming in from Blue Rain.
Yeah, staying light on their feet, trying not to get caught out. But when you are playing separate, it means you don't have the advantage of that shielding. Bjorn down here, courtesy of LaFlame. Snowfire drops down. Potential for that grab. That Earth Shatter tourney gets taken out as well. This is terrible for Blue Rain.
Double support ults come out, and even more drama looking to make Venn diagrams. However, he doesn't have a counterpart there. He's just making circle. Bongo comes out from Dr. Frog, immediately knocked out. Snowfire just swinging his way forward. It's Orange Trash looking to make their way through, but Mayhem says, nah, how about I knock out 2 of your support members? It's Snowfire once again. Mayhem knocks down. Drop a point in the back as well. Earth Shatter manages to travel upwards, but he's almost alone at this point. Grammy Angel, the only one able to help him with Miss Orange, and everyone beginning to die here. Orange Trash unable to clean it up in time, and the defensive respawns come back in.
Mayhem single-handedly saved that defense for Blue Rain. D.Va self-destruct around the pillar, picks up 2, one of them being Miss Orange, a support player that you really need to keep the tanks alive and healthy on the point. An incredible clutch play coming in from that D.Va, allowing Blue Rain to reestablish themselves here. And Orange Trash, they've been stymied once again, and they're down to their last minute 50. Shadow Kitten, though, been holding on to this grab once again, just looking for that perfect time, but Mayhem needs to be Johnny on the spot, gobble that up, or else once again, every single time Orange Trash pushes onto the point, it is potential team wipe death.
Shadow Kitten finally grabbing Mercy, but no damage comes out. Bjorn just raining a lot of the bomb actually gets caught on the ceiling. How unfortunate, but it's good riddance with the kill on Dr. Frog. Orange Trash have to group up and actually kill something this time. They gotta go quick, but it's Drama Boy grabbing good riddance in the back with a Transcendence to preserve his team, preserve Mayhem, lost that bomb to go through. Miss Orange resurrecting good riddance. A nice sneaky resurrect coming through, but it's Bjorn still in the air, still raining down damage, and Orange Trash not really grabbing the kills they need here.
I mean, you can only sustain for so long on this point. You need to convert that into kills as LaFlame starts things off with a great pick onto Bjorn. Drama Point down as well, so that's the healing halved here as well as the DPS for Blue Rain. However, Monkey Dr. Frog is trying to keep things alive here. Mayhem gets demeched. Tourney, this might be the time to start popping that Valkyrie. Everybody is dead, courtesy of LaFlame. This guy is going insane. That's 4 kills for that Widowmaker.
He's got another Graviton. He sucks Drama Boy in the back there. He's not able to get to the point. And finally, Orange Trash light up the point. Oh boy, it's heating up in my room, but it took a while for Orange Trash to heat up there as LaFlame finally was set alive. Blue Rain doing such a good job of stopping that, but they were unable to deal with the amount of ultimates that Orange Trash continually dumped out.
Yeah, super quick ultimate generation as well for tanks. Blue Rain, though, perhaps a slight misusage of support ultimates in that very last point. Tourney, I was waiting, desperately wanting that Mercy to pop that Valkyrie. Sometimes, hey, you know, you're down 3-6 and the Valkyrie, you may not get as much value as from a full defense, but your team needs all the sustain that you can get as the, you know, defensive respawns are such a strong advantage if you could just hold down that fort for a little while longer. Hey, but the past is the past. Blue Rain held Orange Trash to just 43 seconds, and that's really impressive given how large of a time bank they came into that point B with.
Exactly, but a minute could mean a lot here, but we are looking a bit too far into the future now. We're back in the present. All these tenses going in handy here, but we do have Blue Rain going back to one of their core compositions here. Dive with the Junkrat, looking to set that tire in, blow up the tanks, allow themselves to get in, and Orange Trash going back with LaFlame on the Hanzo here, doing a lot of work on that, able to pick off a lot of the targets and even counter his counterpart. Artemis, he's not able to shut him down on that Tracer, which is how you shut down a Hanzo. So Blue Rain are going to have to step it up here, specifically on the mechanical level.
I mean, there are sometimes those cases where you just see that Orange Trash able to out-mechanically skill Blue Rain, and especially, you know, when it comes down to that 1v1, you really need your players to have that potential to try and win out that duel. But, you know, set plays once again, who needs, you know, individual carry potential? This is Overwatch, right? This is a team game, everybody contributing, and this dive certainly going to hopefully be contributing to some deaths here on point A, as Orange Trash, they're already going to just give up the high ground, fight on the objective.
Oh boy, tell that to my solo queue compositions. We all gotta work together, guys. We gotta do this. But as we see again, Dr. Frog leading the charge in for his team. Snowfire with a hefty 41%, landing a fire strike on most of the team there. He's dangerous, but good riddance. Even more damage coming through from Bjorn, knocking out two. Both of the supports actually disintegrated from Orange Trash, and they're already in trouble. They're taken out to the dumpster, and it's Blue Rain raining over this point immediately. Oh man, a first push coming through and a first point taken by Blue Rain.
Blue Rain making Orange Trash live up to their namesake, dumpstering them. Is really hilarious, John. I mean, it all started with Shadow Kitten on that high ground, trying to go for some kind of interesting Zarya solo flank for some reason, but unfortunately without that bubble there to synergize with that D.Va Reinhardt. Goodrin is the first one down, and that was the only opening Blue Rain needed. Now Snowfire down once again, the tire flying in. Alright, the Flame will get it.
Unable to connect, and it's the Flame once again, grabbing the tire, grabbing his counterpart Artemis with the Sonic Arrow to the head. Deadly accurate, grabbing Drama Boy as well, why not? Just grab more and more, and Blue Flame, or excuse me, not Blue Flame, it's Snowfire, lighting his way up, and Mayhem with a big bomb. This could be what they needed. They're trying to push their way forward. 4 people here. They need to take this quickly before spawns start coming out. But Fire trying to take out more of the trash. He says Orange Trash is the only one that belongs here, not Blue Trash. And it is Dr. Frog grabbing 2 with that Primal Rage, juggling them to their deaths. Tourney still on the point here. Ticks flying off. Good riddance trying to stall the point here, but a 1 tick already taken. They're looking for 2. They're looking for more. They're looking for the entire point. Artemis grabbing Rami. Drama Boy grabbing good riddance, and they're just staggering to the point here. Snowfire flying through, but Bjorn still alive. Landing pipes everywhere. The Flame finally landing on Artemis, but this fight just keeps going.
Oh, but Artemis is out of the fight. That's going to be a crucial piece of DPS gone from Blue Rain, but it doesn't seem to matter. Drama Boy fragging out, doing his best Jonak impression, finds La Flame. It's usually the other way around, as yet another self-destruct from Mayhem will try and clear the point. That's 2 ticks, 2.5 now. Desperation time from this Orange Trash defense to try and get something stabilized here, but Blue Rain have been on this point for so long. There's going to be yet another tire. La Flame finds that, but in the meantime, that means no follow-up for that Graviton Surge from Shadow Kitten. Artemis gets that stick onto the Flame. Snowfire, he's gonna have to have the Earth Shatter of his life. He finds 2 here. Where is the follow-up? However, it's going to be Miss Orange down out of the fight. And Blue Rain, this is incredible right here. I can't believe how long they've been sustaining. And Orange Trash, they're running out of ultimates, running out of options. Finally, though, the Flame comes through. Even with a single resurrection onto Drama Boy, it's unlikely that Blue Rain can continue to sustain. They shouldn't try to sustain, but sustain they will. Forces out a sound barrier from Good Riddance. And man alive, this is the never-ending story.
How long could this go on? And Snowfire's having none of it. Finally taking out both of the supports. They're dragging La Flame with the Dragon Strike. They're having none of it. They don't want any of it. They're knocking down everyone. Snowfire finally sealing the deal with Orange Trash. They finally fizzle out. And that's 2 minutes off the clock. What a fight coming in here. What a stall coming out from Orange Trash.
That was incredible, dude. Just amazing. I need a thesaurus for more praise. I mean, from both of these teams, the fact that Orange Trash was able to keep it alive for so long, and the fact that Blue Rain just constantly cycling those ultimates, Tourney doing amazingly with those resurrections, Drama Boy fragging out, everybody kind of chipping in. And for that, Blue Rain will have earned themselves 2 ticks, and they still have 4 minutes left.
Pulse Bomb comes out, nerf this, she says. Snowfire Shield gonna be popped here, and the Shadow Kitten popped as well. Mayhem grabbing 2, the mechas, all the tanks in shambles. Their tire comes out, Bjorn grabbing everyone, and it's Good Riddance that goes down. I feel so bad every time I say it. Oh no, Good Riddance, the only one left on the point. Snowfire with a shatter, he's retaliating, he wants more. Blue Seriously, oh no! Orange Trash trying desperately to go on. Blue Rain just raining over the point here with a giant ultimate dump, but they still can't seal the deal. Orange Trash looking to hold the point for even longer. Dr. Frog having Snowfire in the back here. He's zapping him. He's looking for the flame. Beat comes out. Orange Trash living on and on and on. The fight never ends.
Oh, and the Graviton Surge, though, is only going to make sure that Blue Rain don't take a toe off of the point, just putting them all in that warm, unwilling hug. But this kill feed is lighting up a Blue with the blood of Orange Trash here, and Blue Rain, they're gonna take it.
Oh man, what a fight we have on our hands there. That was about 2 fights, but oh boy, 4 minutes, 4 whole minutes of fighting we had there. Fight after fight after fight. Orange Trash did not let go. Ult after ult after ult, people dying left and right, but it wasn't ever enough. Orange Trash never getting extinguished there. And they kept their flame lighted up until the very end, until Blue Rain finally let them out.
Blue Rain, though, I mean, this is this team, perhaps they just take a little bit of time to warm up. That was beautiful execution on that plan. Go in, hit them hard, hit them fast. Bjorn, those tires really making a huge difference. That was a 2K every single time. You got a couple of 2Ks, you know, 6 divided by 2, 3 tires, and your team is done. I mean, Orange Trash running that Reinhardt Zarya defensive composition, you do have the potential for the Graviton Surge, but those CC ults don't really mean anything by themselves. So we're starting to see perhaps, you know, the communication falling apart a little bit from Orange Trash. It's certainly a different look from this team, from the maps that we've seen them win previously. So, you know, it's just having those bodies, having the communication there to know when you'll be dropping those big tank ultimates and making sure that the rest of your team can clean up on them. Because Blue Rain, you saw Snowfire was actually able to get a great Earth Shatter on them. But, hey, Drama Boy just picked himself up, dusted himself off, tranced, saved the whole team. So...
Gates are open. Artemis is hiding here. Good riddance, speeding his way forward. Now, as I mentioned earlier, his name... a bit painful to say. Whenever he does die, I feel a bit bad. Good riddance. He's dead. Oh, man. But Artemis in the backline here, charging up that pulse bomb, creating a bit of a threat in the back. Once again, we do have that flank coming through. Bjorn setting up a crossfire. Shadowkit and have none of it. Trying to push his way forward before the crossfire comes through. Mayhem spots him out, though. Shadowkit gonna have to run for his life, regroup with his team. Artemis still in the back here. Actually gets caught out by the flame. The flashbang ending his life. And Snowfire pushes his way forward.
And that's unfortunate for the Tracer as well, an unresable position for Turney. But Snowfire, I believe, is caught in a trap, so going to be taking a lot more damage than he'd really want to. As we see now, Ramming Angel going to be going down, but the Flame is able to trade back. Bjorn's tire, there we go. That was the kill that they needed. Otherwise, Blue Rain unlikely to be able to hold here, just trading.
That's a stamp on the letter, as so to speak. Shadowkit trying desperately to keep overtime ticking, but there's nothing to tick for. The wick's gonna burn out, and so will this push from Orange Trash. Round 3, going to Blue Rain here. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock to push. It could be 1 point finally for Blue Rain here.
They want the win, man. They can taste it. And it's looking pretty likely here. Horizon Point A already a point that teams generally expect to give up fairly quickly. And with 3.5 minutes nearly on the clock, 3.5 minutes for 33% of a point, very doable for Blue Rain.
Exactly. And Bjorn on that Junkrat doing work now. That's 2 tires that have crucially changed the pace of the fight. Well, it looks like the fights can go on forever, and they can with the sustain coming in from the tanks, with the Moira and the Mercies everywhere, healing, ultimates flying everywhere. It's Bjorn's tire, that instant damage coming through that can kill anybody. If they don't respond to the tire, it's going to be crucial for Orange Trash to shut that down before it gets rolling.
And yeah, I mean, tires these days, even now with the nerfs coming through, it's like a more powerful, more consistent pulse bomb. And Junkrats earn them just about as quickly as Tracers, and Blue Rain gonna have both of those heroes on their attacking side. No surprises here, kind of running the same composition that they were holding with great success. It's Orange Trash who will have LaFlame on his own Trash Mouse to try and open things up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It looks like Blue Rain finally learned that lesson. Again, as you said, sticking with that same composition, looking to go in. Artemis likely to go for the flank here. Shadow Kitten trying to shut him out before that even begins with the pipes, but that means pipes aren't going to be flying on the main team. Dr. Frog actually trapped here, going to take a lot of damage, but jumps out of there. But it's Artemis in the backline that's caught out by Shadow Kitten. Mayhem, however, retaliating, and the fight's just beginning.
That's a really ballsy positioning for a soldier, especially one on the defense, knowing that Orange Trash have to hold for 3 minutes and they're already a man down. Miss Orange, no way for her to get up there and try and resurrect that. Mayhem, though, does get DMAXed, taken out by LaFlame, and so this might now just be what Orange Trash need. It's an even fight, but Snowfire goes down. You have to have that shield.
Fire in the hole, he says, indeed, as he gets blasted out. Scraps in the hole now, but Remy Angel caught out, mech dropped, and they're getting chunked at here. While Snowfire does have his shield up, Blue Rain just continue to come at them, dropping target after target after target, and as I speak, it's Shadow Kitten that's taken out next. Remy Angel needs this mech to make this point count. Snowfire is going to be left out to solo one tanking, and Blue Rain continue to make their slow burn push forward.
Yep, but they have an advantage now, 5v6 here. Old man 76 going to be sprinting back to the point with all of his power, but Turney going to have that Valkyrie, pops it immediately, the pulse bomb lands on the flame.
Pulse bomb in the back, LaFlame caught out, no pipes to save them now, and it's just dive city as Dr. Frog gets mad. Dr. Jekyll and Hyde indeed gets angry, popping everyone. Miss Orange caught on the back, and this could be Blue Rain's chance to grab the point. Bomb comes out as well, double bomb comes through, this could be huge. Tire, not quite. Excuse me, not Tire, but Transcendence. How did I mix that all up? It's all blue. It's all Blue Rain. Orange Trash finally taken out. The tick's gonna go to them. The Flame desperately trying to hold on the point, and they've done it. They grab the point.
Nice, it feels good to say that Blue Rain has taken Horizon Lunar Colony 4 points to this team, and well deservedly so. Really like the pressure there. Shadow Kitten certainly handing them kind of a free kill with, you know, strange positioning from the 76, but hey, Blue Rain capitalized beautifully. They knew exactly what they needed to do in order to win that single tick, and they have taken it. 3-1 though will be the series series score for Orange Trash to Blue Rain.
It is 14-9, you said, PK? In our minds? Alright. Voice in our head. 14-9. Orange Trash taking that victory, although it was Blue Rain fighting back to their very last breath, grabbing those crucial points needed for this. And really, it's Blue Rain that looked a lot more confident in that last match. Maybe it was Orange Trash struggling, maybe it was Blue Rain finally finding their ground. However, it was a bit too late. They weren't able to capitalize on it that much, but Artemis turning up in the end there was able to flank, consistently shut down Shadow Kitten, and while he was out of position, it was likely because he was searching for Artemis, who continually flanked them.
Yeah, that was I mean, hey, sometimes you can never win the lottery if you don't buy a card. Don't gamble too much, kids, stay in school. But Artemis always on that flank, being that pesky mosquito, making sure that Orange Trash couldn't ever fully focus on the fight right in front of them. Sometimes he ate a flashbang to the face, but you know, a lot of times he was doing a lot of really good work there in the back.
Exactly, and it looks like we will have an interview here with Vix from Orange Trash soon. Yep, she will be dragged in soon here, and again, Orange Trash just able to continually dominate Blue Rain, even while on the defensive end. And while Horizon is a difficult point to defend from the beginning, on the other maps, continually, the Flame and Shadow Kitten, along with Snowfire, just blasting their way forward to their victory here against Blue Rain, and they just kind of struggled.
All right, guys, and let's go ahead and bring Vix in. Oh, there she is. Hold on. And
oh, hello. What are you guys doing here?
what are you doing here? We got you in the right one finally. I had to drag you up to the team because their Discord server is so big.
I heard my team talking, and I was like, when did they move to the subs?
No, we just got you. But congratulations. What a match. John and Ham, I think they personally want to say hi. That's what I know.
Hello. We love our casters. We love them.
Hey, and we love Orange Trash, man. What a series. I just, first off, you know, big congratulations. Everybody seemed to be playing out of their minds.
Well, yeah, definitely. We kind of had a little bit of history with the team that we just played, since we kind of lost our preseason match to them 3-2. And
Oh,
we figured we needed to shape up and punch back at them.
You
yes.
definitely did punch back as the main thing about you guys was that you were so aggressive and Blue Rangers couldn't get their footing. You definitely came back strong from the preseason. How are you feeling about that exactly?
Well, the thing is that it's mainly because of Snow. Snow is a very aggressive Ryan,
Mhm.
and from what we've noticed now, if they can't keep up with him, it's easy for us to just clean up after him after he just kills everyone basically most of the time.
No kidding, man. Hey, I mean, anytime you can get your Ryan going ham there, and it's not just because of the similarity with the name, but yeah, it opens up so much space for your DPS. I mean, where did you find these guys? Shadow Kitten, LaFlame, doing amazingly.
Oh no, we met in quick play, all of us basically. We met in quick play and we started playing together, and we've been playing for quite a while now as a team.
Dude, that's such a sweet story. I met them in quick play, and now we play together on an amazing team and trash our opponents. That's like saying I met my wife at Chuck E. Cheese. You know how rare that is?
Okay, here's the thing, right? The way that I met them was that I was playing McCree, which I suck at, right? And they thought I was good enough, right? And they added me to their little circle of friends, basically, because of it. And then we've been here ever since. That was back in like October.
Looks like quick
Wow.
play is where dreams are made of.
Yeah.
And speaking of dreams, your DPS duo, just the dream duo, enabled by Snowfire, as you said, was
Yeah.
a very aggressive. What are your thoughts on them? How did you meet them? What do they feel? What do they talk like? Talk like in your team?
They're a little crazy, yeah. I mean, Shadow normally likes to yell about what things he's going on, what things he kills. Whenever Flame gets a pick on the Widow, especially, he calls out what he picked off. And then that's normally just a call to go in as soon as they get those picks.
Yeah, and you guys certainly, I mean, you said you've been together since October. That's like, 20 years in Overwatch time,
Yeah.
basically. And it certainly shows through, I think, in you guys' gameplay. It's not even necessarily set plays, but it seems that anytime one of your members makes the call, everybody else is on the exact same page. Who is there a main shot caller for your team?
No, I wouldn't say that at all. The thing is that originally we were really spread out because once again we have that quick play background that we played really solo, and we struggled a lot with that for the beginning of this team, that we couldn't group up together, we couldn't coordinate our ultimates or anything like that. So now what we've adapted into doing is that as a group we will discuss what's going on in the fight, and
Mhm.
normally either our Sunyata or Genji player will start calling out targets in the middle of the fight, and we will get it through. Or we will start preparing, like as soon as we catch a little break, it's like, okay, so what else are we gonna use next fight? What else did they use? What else do they have? And we draw through. Everyone's calling everything.
And it certainly seemed to be working out really well for you. And my last question is just something, personally that I'm really curious about. You guys were kind of swapping out your support line a lot. We had Miss Orange in
Yeah.
there, swapped with, Uke Lover, Good Riddance. And is
Mm-hmm.
there a reasoning for that? Just making sure everybody has,
No,
a little bit of game time,
it was
or
just mainly getting everyone playtime. And then there's also a lot of preferences. I do not like 2CP, so
no
I
kidding.
decided, yeah, I'll give that up. Same for the control map. Miss Lawrence doesn't like the control maps too much either. So it's mainly more about where we feel most comfortable. Normally, we would have another like entire squad that plays with us and who swaps in for the control map, but a lot of them sadly were not able to play this game.
All right, then. It looks like that's all from Vix, the support player from Orange Trash here on Discord. Throwdown. Any final words?
What?
Catch us at playoffs.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
You guys are
That's right.
definitely en route. I mean, I can see that happening, and I can't wait to see. Really, there's a couple of interesting things. I can't wait to see who the final four are, and then I can't wait to see those matches because I think they're just really going to be great.
Yeah, we're just here to play. We just want to play and keep getting better at what we do.
Well, and we
Which
want to keep
apparently has
getting better
become
too.
winning, so.
Well, congratulations on the win, and just yet another great match.
All right, I'm glad you guys enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to cast. Congratulations again.
Yep,
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon, Vix. Bye.
See you.
All right. Yep, she is gone. It's crazy that match. Really, when you look at the score being 14-9, I know that is like somewhat close. Like it, I don't think anybody can even realize how close a couple of those matches were with besides the score. Like it, that was outside of Nepal, like all of those matches were seriously something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that Gibraltar round, man,
Ugh.
what a strong defense coming in from Blue Rain. It's a yeah, these teams certainly the scoreline definitely doesn't reflect how close a lot of these matchups were. And I mean, as Vix said, catch us in playoffs. Hopefully, maybe we might even be catching a little bit of Blue Rain because these two teams definitely have, not just history, but a lot of, good plays to exchange with each other, trying to punch the other one a little bit harder.
Oh, no doubt. There's a good chance we'll see both, and I can't wait to see what happens. We've also got a couple of new teams who are catching up with some other matchups, and I can't wait to see where they stand too.
Definitely. It takes a lot of tenacity, and Blue Rain have that in spades to come back from a losing fight like that first map. And when you are behind, your mentality changes, but Blue Rain is playing their hearts out, just fought till the
Oh
very
yeah,
end.
oh
And
yeah.
that is a sign of a good team here. They were coordinated, they went in all together, and they looked like they were having fun.
Well, I hope everybody had fun. I think that's definitely the first goal of Discord Throwdown for sure. I mean,
I mean,
Overwatch
I
is a
miss
video
this man
game
being a
that we
blast.
play for pleasure, theoretically. Some people may not agree, though. Anyway, well, guys, it's been a pleasure per usual, and I can't wait to catch you guys on some upcoming matches. We've got some good ones coming up.
Thanks, BK.
Of
Yeah, thanks
course.
for having us.
Have a good one, and to all of our fans and watchers and players who are watching themselves be casted, good luck, have fun, and throw down.